Hi, my name is Jody Brown, Reggae Girls Forward.
I am Kanya Plummer, defender.
I'm Trudy Carter, midfielder slash winger.
I am Sashana Campbell, a defender.
And you are watching Halftime TV.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Hello, happy Friday, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. Welcome to another episode, and I think today is a big day, a massive day for football and for Jamaican football in particular. Now we'll be talking about Khadijah Bonishaw, and we did a video a couple of days ago because she's now injured. She'll miss the rest of the season, but she has been recognized as the Football Writers Women's Player of the Year. Now, the WSL has been making strides in the right direction. Most of the top flight teams, they have female teams as well who compete week in, week out. And I know we don't pay as much attention to the female version of the game, but they're slowly getting better and better. Now, Khadijah Bonishaw, 18 games played, I think, 21 goals, 3 assists this season. She was recognized as the Football Writers Women's Player of the Year, and Manchester City actually did the double because Phil Foden on the male side secured that accolade as well. So it's a big accomplishment for Khadijah Bonishaw, and it's good to see from a Jamaican perspective, and it makes you proud, right? Because we're looking and we can identify with the likes of Leon Bailey and Dujon Richards, who was nominated for the PL2 Player of the Month, and Khadijah Shaw, who I mentioned, was so rightfully awarded the accolade. Now, as things stand right now, Manchester City has 2 games left, and this is from the female side, so this is a WSL. So Manchester City women's have 3 games remaining. So the women's team, they have 2 games remaining. Sorry, Aston Villa and Arsenal. As far as the table and the standings go, Manchester City, they're currently leading Chelsea by 6 points. All right, they're leading Chelsea by 6 points. They have 1 game more than Chelsea. Chelsea's played 19 games. Manchester City has played 20 games. Manchester City on 52 points, Chelsea on 46 points. So there's a 6-game gap, 6 points gap, sorry. Aston Villa, that Manchester City will be playing on the last day of the season, they are currently in 7th. And then we have Arsenal, who they'll be playing next. They are currently in 3rd. So it's going to go all the way down to the wire. If Manchester City loses either of those games and Chelsea wins all their games that are remaining, it could make for a very interesting final day as far as points and goal difference and tabulations, etc., is concerned. But Khadijah Shaw, fantastic achievement, and I think what we're seeing now is Jamaicans finally going out there and showing what they can do. Now, I received a notification a little bit earlier. The Jamaica Football Federation, they extended congratulations to Khadijah Shaw as well, and it's good to see it step in the right direction as well. I know a couple of months ago when we were talking about the GFF elections and Raymond Price, he indicated that he would be bringing the girls back to the table and all of that. I trust Michael Ricketts. He's trying to get the girls back to the table, the conversation table, and who knows, maybe in the next 4 or 5 months, maybe the next time the Reggae Girls gear up, we'll see Khadijah Bonishaw, albeit she's recovered from her injuries by then, representing the national team. I think there were some disagreements between the female players and the Jamaica Football Federation, and the females, they outright said these need to be addressed before we consider coming back, and we're still waiting to see where that goes. But that to the side, and I don't want to put that dark cloud over this wonderful moment for Khadijah Shaw. That aside, I genuinely think it's a massive accomplishment, and this happening as well in the same season that we're seeing Leon Bailey have the season of his life, it's quite incredible. Both Jamaican, the same thing with Dujon Richards, a little bit a step down somewhat in the PL2 and what he's been doing since January. Because remember, he only moved to Chelsea late last year, made the official move because it was announced a couple of months before. But he actually went on a plane, packed his bags, and got to the Chelsea training ground late last year, and he's hit the ground running. So we are expecting him to be nearer or closer to the first team squad come this weekend. I think the game they played yesterday against Tottenham Hotspurs, there were a number of academy players who actually came on. Well, I think there were two academy players that came on. They were substituted late in the second half, but the bench was filled with academy players. I think Cesare Cassade, the Italian youngster, he was the only player who wasn't an academy player who was on the bench. But I think it's a good opportunity for Dujon Richards to be nearer to actually make his Chelsea debut this weekend. So we're looking out for that. And I think if that happens, what a week it would have been for Jamaican football and for the Jamaican footballers playing in England. Leon Bailey didn't get on the score sheet, but he got an assist yesterday against Olympiacos. Aston Villa lost by 4-2, and they'll be looking to play the second leg over in Greece against this wonderful Olympiacos team. So we're keeping an eye on that because it obviously was a massive upset. Olympiacos going to Aston Villa and beating them, and that's because of it's because of the fact that English folks are folks on this side. We don't really pay much attention to Greek football. We know Olympiacos, don't get me wrong. We know them because we see them playing either the Europa League or when they make it to the Champions League, but that's about it. Whenever they aren't in the Champions League or they aren't playing in the Europa League, we don't really pay much attention, and the average person won't be going digging to see what Olympiacos is doing. And as such, when they came to England earlier this week, there were little expectations that they would actually put on that big of a performance against Aston Villa. And that's why most people were upset, or that's why it's considered an upset. But Leon Bailey got an assist. I know he won't be shouting that from across the hall because his team didn't win, but nonetheless, that's another addition to the stellar season that he's been having from a statistics perspective. Okay, Khadijah Bonishaw, fantastic season. I know it didn't really end how she would have wanted it to end, because she would have wanted to be there with her team all the way to the finish line, but nonetheless, she's actually taken them far enough, and I think now it's over to the rest of her teammates to take it across the line. And with 2 games left now, I think they should be able to do it, and then she can regroup with them to lift the trophy come the final day. But massive accomplishment. By far one of the biggest accomplishments from a Jamaican player actually playing in the English Premier League. And I know people will say, "Oh, but what's his name, Wes Morgan." People say, "But Wes Morgan won the English Premier League and all of that." Yes, Wes Morgan won the Premier League, but you have to bear in mind the context, right? Wes Morgan, he represented Jamaica, didn't grow up in Jamaica. A lot of people in Jamaica cannot identify with Wes Morgan. A lot of young ladies, when they see Khadijah Bonishaw, they identify with her because Khadijah Bonishaw actually grew up in Jamaica. So representing Jamaica, being a Jamaican, playing for Jamaica, there is a difference in it. Although there's a small difference, there is a difference there. And from a Jamaican perspective, there will be more people saying what Khadijah did is fantastic, and this is by far the greatest accomplishment. But there are others who will be saying Wes Morgan, massive accomplishment, winning the English Premier League, but can we really identify with Wes Morgan? But again, and I think that's a question that you guys should be answering too. What are your thoughts on that? Is Khadijah Bonishaw winning the WSL, which I think she will win, but from an individual perspective, winning the Football Writers Women's Player of the Year, a bigger accomplishment in your eyes for a Jamaican than Wes Morgan winning the English Premier League with Leicester? in the grand scheme, and I'm not saying in isolation, Westmorgan winning the Premier League. In the grand scheme of things, as a Jamaican, because sometimes you say, okay, but winning the Premier League is automatically bigger than winning an individual title in the WSL context. Okay? And I provided the context a little bit earlier. So let's hear what your thoughts are on that. Khadijah Bonishaw winning the Football Writers Women's Player of the Year, or Westmorgan being a part of an English Premier League winning team. From a Jamaican perspective, which do you feel is a bigger accomplishment from a Jamaican perspective? All right. But yeah, we leave it at that. Again, big congratulations, Khadijah Shaw. We hope you come back bigger and better. And bigger, as when I say bigger, I mean numbers. So when you come back, we'll see bigger numbers, and you'll be even better than you were. We take the setback as an opportunity to come back better. So I don't want you to be down and to feel depressed, because I know sometimes footballers, when they're away from the pitch, they kind of feel depressed, they're sad. Don't think of it that way. Think of it as kind of like a small step back, so you can make 2 or 3 steps forward. All right. So big up again, Khadijah Shaw. We appreciate and we love everything that you're doing, not only for the Reggae Girls, but for Jamaica in particular. The black, green, and gold seems to be ruffling a whole lot of feathers and turning a whole lot of heads over there in England this season, and I expect it to continue through to the end. I know you won't be playing any more games for this season, but we still have Leon Bailey, we still have a number of other players playing in the championship, the likes of Amari Hutchinson, the likes of Casey Palmer, all these guys playing, representing Jamaica, Bobby D. Cordova Reed, in the English Premier League as well. So they continue to do well, they continue to represent. She deserves it. She came so close last year. Flash feed. Yep. And again, because we only think, and I know a lot of people don't watch the WSL, but there's so many top female players playing in the WSL. And if you haven't gotten a chance to watch a WSL game this season so far, I want you to check out Manchester City against Arsenal, or check out Manchester City against Aston Villa. Either of those 2 games, it's Manchester City's final 2 games of the season. So you can check out either of those 2 games, and you will get an idea of the quality that's there. Good quality there. I won't say it's exceptional, but the quality is very high. All right, and some of the best players across Europe and across the world, as a matter of fact, they're playing in the WSL. So let's hear what your thoughts are, folks. Khadijah Bonishaw winning the Football Writers Female Player of the Year. Let's hear it in the comment section. Remember, like, share, subscribe if you're new to Halftime TV, and as always, we welcome feedback and suggestions in the comment section below. All right.
Hi, my name is Jody Brown, Reggae Girls forward.
I am Khadijah Plummer, defender.
I'm Trudy Carter, midfielder / winger.
I am Sashana Campbell, a defender.
And you are watching Halftime TV.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And have a wonderful weekend, folks. Remember, tomorrow we'll be doing the world relays as well. So tune in for that. Peace.